Hey guys, my name is Captain Sanjit Christopher. I hope all of you are fine. I hope all of you are safe. Welcome to the first session of Aviation Weekly. So, through this concept, through these videos, which I'll be posting every week in the name of Aviation Weekly, I would like to educate you about the relevant topics related to aviation. And also, I would like to clear your doubts that you sent me on Instagram or through mail, and I would like to talk about it on video. So, I thought it would be a good idea. I would be able to explain better on video, and I would be able to spend more time on these topics which you ask about and also which I think you should know about. So, here we go, guys. So let's talk about the last 2 years. Airlines and aviation is one of the most affected industries due to this COVID pandemic. In the last 2 years, Indian aviation alone has incurred a loss of more than $8 billion, and debts are still piling up by the day. Alright, aviation sector in total has lost more than 39,000 jobs due to this pandemic. Aviation has been struggling. In between all this, Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, the big bull of Indian share market, has come ahead with amazing news. He's come up with $35 million to invest into a low budget airlines which they are calling Akasa, and he's planning to bring more than 70 aircrafts in the coming 4 years. Here's what he got to say about this.
Rakesh, I want to just move to some of these reports out there at the moment that you are exploring a new airline venture in the country. Are you?
Yes, I am. We have done the kickoff
So
meetings at partly. Hope to have it running by April.
So what sort of airline are we talking about, and what's motivated you to do so? Because, I mean, they say that the best way to become a millionaire is to be a billionaire and start an airline.
See, when I first came to the stock market in 1985, they said the best way to get bankrupt is to go to the stock market. And by God's grace, that's proven wrong. Now, we are having an ultra low cost airline. I have got some of the best airline people in the world as my partners. Someone who was number 2 or 3 in Delta, someone who headed Indigo in India for 14 years. And we are thinking of making a very ultra low cost airlines. And I've got a very good technical team. I've incentivized them in a way you will not believe. And everything depends on the culture of the company. For the culture of a company to be frugal, you have to start off fresh. And I believe I want to earn well with the effort of others. So you have to incentivize, empower, delegate, respect. And I am
Rakesh,
I'm very, very bullish on the Indian aviation sector in terms of demand. And I think some of the incumbent players may not recover. I don't know whether they will not. And therefore,
so Rakesh, I want to get a sense here of what sort of airline are you looking at? Are you already talking to plane makers, and how much are you investing in it, and with whom?
Well, I'm personally investing about $35 million, but we have a plan of 70 aircraft.
So they're already in talks with Boeing for their Boeing 737 MAX. So initially they were in talks with Airbus for their A320neo, but Airbus, due to their delays, they said that they won't be able to supply any aircrafts up till the next 3 years. They had to turn to Boeing. Boeing will be excited with the 70 aircraft order by Akasa, and they will be more than willing to give huge discounts to the company because of something that happened in 2018, which caused the Boeing 737 to be banned all across the world. Here's what happened. Back in 2018, the world and Boeing company was struck with a major disaster. In October 2018, one 737 MAX crashed into the Java Sea shortly after takeoff from Jakarta. Later, in March 2019, same model aircraft crashed in Ethiopia. Both these accidents killed a total of 346 people. Following these crashes, aviation authorities globally grounded the aircraft, inclusive of India. Now, after technical modifications, many countries, including India, has allowed the aircraft to fly.
After 20 months of investigations and software updates, the FAA is allowing the Boeing 737 MAX jets to fly before the end of 2020.
The system has been redesigned to the point that these accident scenarios could never happen. I'm 100% confident. It's the most scrutinized transport airplane in history, and it's ready to go.
So such a huge order of 70 aircrafts will surely put Boeing back on the map. But Akasa as an airline will face huge competition from the likes of the airlines like Indigo, SpiceJet, GoAir, etc. So all I can say is let's wait and watch. But surely such an airlines coming into the market will bring hundreds of jobs and hundreds of opportunities both for pilots and engineers, ground crew, etc. So all I can say is let's pray, let's wait and watch for new airlines to come in, new opportunities to come in. So for the doubt of the week, actually it's this basic doubt which has been going the rounds again and again. I've already made many videos regarding this on Instagram as well. I've made many stories as well. But this is related to the requirements of being a pilot. And I think most of you know the requirements, but I'll still like to repeat it. So first of all, you should be a 12th pass. 12th pass, basically 10 plus 2 pass with maths and physics. Now, if you do not have maths and physics, if you're a commerce or an art student, you can pass maths and physics through NIOS or any other open school as you desire. Alright, but maths and physics is compulsory. Alright, now if you for example, if you have done a diploma instead of 11th and 12th, even that is accepted. Okay, secondly, one of the requirements is it is not actually written, but you should have your mark sheet verified. Okay, so there has been many instances in which people have come with fake mark sheets and all these things. So once you clear your 12th, if you want to be a pilot, immediately go ahead with the application to verifying your mark sheet. So this requirement is not written anywhere, but many people I've seen are getting stuck because of this verification of mark sheet issue. So I would suggest the moment you pass your 12th and you get your mark sheet, go to your board, ICSE, CBSE, state, whatever, and get your mark sheet verified. If you're a diploma holder, you also have to get your mark sheet verified. Then only DGCA will allow you to sit for the exams. So there's something called as computer number. It's like the roll number for your exams. To apply for a computer number, you have to get your mark sheets verified. So that if you do not do it initially, you will be wasting a lot of time. Okay, so the first requirement is 12th pass or a diploma holder with maths and physics. Okay, now the second requirement is medical. Okay, so you have to clear a DGCA medical, first class 2, class 1. So class 2 first and class 1 second, I apologize. So in this, it is nothing but basic medical tests like your ENT and all these things are taken into CBC. Your whole body is basically checked, and that's what happens in a medical. So after clearing your medicals, they are asking you to clear your DGCA exams. All your DGCA exams is needed. Then you're flying. For example, if you're flying airplanes, if you want to be a pilot when it comes to airplanes, 200 hours is needed. If it's in helicopters, 150 hours is needed. So these are the basic requirements to be a pilot. Okay, there's another doubt which is going the rounds. Do you need to be a graduate to fly? The answer is no. You do not have to be a graduate to fly. Though, because aviation, I suggest people to do graduation because aviation is a very dynamic field and there's no surety that you'll get a job or not. So if possible, do your graduation and then think about being a pilot. Because what happens is flying and spending a lot of money does not guarantee that you will get a job or not. Okay, so if you have graduation, you will not be pressurized if you do not have a job. You can look for other jobs also. Okay, so graduation would act like a backup, though it's not compulsory to be a pilot, but yeah, it will act like a backup for you. So these are the two doubts which I've been getting mostly in the last maybe say 1 week, and that's what I covered actually. And you can surely come up to me and ask your questions if you have any. That was it for this Aviation Weekly, guys. I know it's not been very elaborate. It's my first attempt. To be frank, I had to take more than 300 attempts to get this thing right actually. So yeah, I hope I get better with time. I hope I'm able to add value to you. So that's it in this Aviation Weekly. I hope all of you will remain safe. Take care, guys.